Is Emily Iannielli, and I am the transgender girl. And I'm wondering, am I pretty enough? Do I look like a girl? Can I pass? I used to be very self-conscious. I always wondered, if I go out in public, are people going to laugh at me? And I used to be very scared and unsure and uncertain. And I just all of a sudden just feel like since being on the hormone replacement therapy that things have changed quite a bit. I feel a lot more confident when I go out, and I dress constantly as a woman. I live full time as a female. Unfortunately, I'm not working. I'm on medical disability, but I live as a female essentially. I haven't yet changed my name legally. My documents clearly state I'm still a male. I'm hoping eventually to have gender reassignment surgery, and you'll see a video I just did where I talk about the reasons why I'm not able to at this point. And I am very happy so far being on the hormones. I'm happy with my primary care physician at Callan Wood, Dr. Juliet Woodruff. I clap for her. She's really good. And I also go to a good psychiatrist and a good therapist, even though I'm mad at them right now because they won't write me the letters that I need so I could go forward with the surgery. That's my psychiatrist, Dr. Amy Swift, and my therapist, who's really nice. And I've been seeing him for quite some time. And God, I forgot his name. How can I do that? He'll kill me. Hold on, let me check my phone. What said his name? I'm sorry, I'm having a mental block. Contact doctor. I can't believe I forgot his name. Dr. Steven Schneider. He's good too, I like him. I can talk to him about anything. Actually, I always preferred going to women for therapy or psychiatry. And he's actually the first male therapist that I go to, and it's okay. I'm pretty cool with it. So he treats me like a woman, and I'm happy going to him. But I hope that eventually he'll come around and write the letter for me, along with Dr. Amy Swift. But I'm pretty content right now as far as my transition goes. When I go out in public and I had a pretty bad day today. Somebody crashed into the back of my car when I was at the therapist's office, and they did a pretty good amount of damage to my bumper, which sucks. So I had to bring it to the body shop, and I have $1,000 deductible, so now I gotta pay to get that fixed, and that's what money I don't have. I live on a fixed income, and I'm trying to save my pennies so eventually I can have a gender reassignment surgery. So, when it rains it pours, and I don't have this kind of money. What can I do, But I gotta get the car fixed. And tomorrow I'm going to see another doctor at a hospital closer by. I go to the city to see my doctors, and I really don't want to transition to a new doctor, but it's more convenient, so I don't know, I'm all mixed up about that. But today, when I went out, I had to do many things with my car, because I got two tickets for my inspection sticker expiration, and I got 2 tickets and I can't pay them, so I don't know, I'm probably going to wind up in jail eventually. The cops will come after me. They come to my house anyway, they bring me to the hospital. Third party callers are worried about me, they think I'm going to commit suicide. So I wind up in the hospital like every other week. And now I'm going to have police coming after me for my unpaid parking tickets. I mean, I can't win. And now I had to get the car inspected. I had to get my windshield wipers replaced. I had to get my muffler replaced, otherwise my car wouldn't have passed inspection. So I had to go to 2 different places, and then I had to bring my car to the body shop. And now I'm renting a car, and I backed my car up. We don't even have a driveway at our house. We have a small house. And I backed it up, and we had a lot of snow. So now my car is situated on a snowbank, and I can't even get the car off the snowbank. My wheels keep spinning and spinning and spinning. So I don't know what to do anymore. I'm like very frustrated. And, you know, the only times I really have a good time is when I'm out dressed and living as a female. And today was a good day as far as that goes, because at the place where I got my car inspected, the girl at the counter addressed me as a female. At the muffler shop, the gentleman at the shop addressed me as a woman. They addressed me as a sweetheart. And at the the body shop is an interesting story, because I personally know the owner, and I hadn't seen him in several years, and he knows my sister. So I went there today, and I'm dressed like this, you know, as a woman, obviously. And I had my little pink shades, which I'll put on so you can see what I look like. I went like this, you know, trying to look like a Hollywood star. And I said to him, his name's Freddie, he's a nice guy. I said, "Hey Freddie, how are you?" I said, do you remember me?" And he looked at me and he goes, "No, I don't know you." So I took off my shades and I said, "You know Kathy Iannielli?" And he goes, "Oh yeah." And I said, "Well, this is her brother, but I've changed a bit." And he goes, "You certainly have changed a lot." And I said, "I guess you didn't know I was transgender." And he goes, "No, I didn't know." But he was cool about it. So that was pretty funny. I made him laugh, and he, you know, he shook my hand and he said, "Good luck." And, you know, I go to him for my body shop repairs. He's a good guy. He does good work. Amazing work, I should say. So he was cool about it. And then I went to the car rental place, and the 2 girls there addressed me as a female. So I was very happy. It was a great day. Every day it just gets better and better, because I present more feminine each and every day. I take my hormones religiously. So it was nice. And it's very reaffirming, especially if you're a male to female transgender woman, when people see you as a woman. You know, I still struggle with my voice, and no matter what I try to do to get it to sound like a female, it still sounds like a guy's voice. But I try to talk softer so it's not clearly evident. But, you know, I don't know. I have to really work at it. And I'm kind of lazy about it, because I did get, I ordered download files to play with Apple iTunes. And I also got, where is my instrument? Oh, I think it's over here. I'm sorry. Yeah, this. I bought, it's a Seiko. This is to measure the sound of the voice. I guess the frequency or something like that. So, you know, I got the things that I need, and I got the downloaded files. Now I just got to apply myself. And I think that will be the icing on the cake. I mean, the true icing on the cake will be the surgery, the sex reassignment surgery. But if I can present and sound like a female, that'll be very reaffirming. But I don't get misgendered. I'm always addressed as a Ms. or a ma'am. The only time I get misgendered is when I'm on the telephone. And I'm getting to the point now where I just say outright on the phone that I am a male to female transgender woman and I'm transitioning, and I prefer that you just address me as a female. So Ms. or ma'am is more appropriate in my situation. And I say it nicely, but I feel I need to do that because I'm tired of hearing sir when I never felt like a sir. You know, I am proud to be a dad. I have a son I love, 16. He's great. He's autistic. He's a wonderful kid. And we have a wonderful relationship. And we do a lot of things together. And he doesn't care if I'm in a dress. It doesn't matter to him. He knows I'm his dad. And I told him, I'm your dad no matter what. So, you know, we have a wonderful relationship. We go out for pizza, we go to movies, and we have a lot of fun. You know, he's great. And I'm very lucky to have a tremendous son like that. So I'm on cloud nine. You know, I certainly want to go through with the surgery, and, you know, I have a surgeon in mind that I want to have my surgery with, Dr. Marcy Bowers. She's the most highly recognized surgeon in the field of gender reassignment surgery. But, you know, I just have to be patient. And I'm sure if everything goes according to plan, hopefully it'll all work out in the end. But I just feel confident. I feel happier. And I enjoy taking photographs and expressing my femininity because I was very closed off for many, many years. And I couldn't express myself as a female. You know, when I did dress in women's clothes for many, many years, I used to do it in hiding. It was either at home in secret while my wife and my family were sleeping, or it was underneath my male attire, or it was underneath the covers when I was sleeping apart from my wife. But, you know, I just had to address my struggle, and it was through tragedies, and I've said them before. You know, I lost my dad to suicide, tragically, and then I lost a good friend of mine prematurely. He was 40 when he passed, and, you know, when I went to his wake, I just got overwhelmed with grief, and it kind of affected me in my psychological state, and it kind of, you know, made me think about life and changed my perspective and kind of made me realize that you only get one chance at life. And, you know, with all my struggles with my gender issues and my questioning my true gender, I came to realize that the only thing that was going to make me happy was to transition from male to female. You know, I started to do the things I needed to do. I found on crossdressers.com a link to Callan Ward where I went, and that's now where I go for my medical. The doctor there, Dr. Juliet Woodhoff, is my primary care physician, and she prescribes my hormones, so I'm on hormone replacement therapy, and I've been on it since June of 2012. And the hormone replacement therapy has made a big difference in my transition, and also the electrolysis. I go to Kim Silver in Hicksville. She's amazing, and she's really done a great job on my skin. It's very soft and very feminine, and the combination of the electrolysis with the hormone replacement therapy, it just is amazing. It is amazing. And then I go for the therapy, of course. That's part of the deal. I am living full time, even though I'm not working. There are certain things you need to be doing before you'll be considered for surgery. You have to be diagnosed with gender dysphoria. You have to be on hormone replacement therapy for, I believe, at least a year or two. I think 2 years. You have to be living as a woman, in the case of a male to female transgender, for 2 years. And you have to be given medical clearance, letters of approval from your doctors, and they have to be mental health professionals. And that's where I'm in that tenuous situation right now, because I don't have the approval yet. But I've come full circle. I used to live in the closet, and it was painful for me. I was extremely depressed, and I wasn't being true to myself, and I wasn't being true to other people either. But I don't know, things changed, and then I developed a confidence. I got my ears pierced, which I always wanted to do. I got my nose pierced, which, even I'm shocked about that. I still won't do tattoos. No, that's not me. But, I am very comfortable with myself now. And I'm very feminine. I am very feminine in my mannerisms, in the way I present myself. I try to live up to a standard that I always held as an ideal, because in my heart I knew one day I would transition to become a woman. So I wanted to have a mental image of what it's like to present yourself in that fashion. And for me, the true essence of a woman is the way she communicates with her body language, with her style and grace, with the clothes she wears. I am very much a ultra feminine transgender woman. I pretty much wear dresses every day. I don't care if it's 25 degrees below zero. And you may look at me as an oddball, but I am so thrilled that I can wear dresses and leggings and stockings and do it where I'm not hiding it like I used to. I wore pants and shirts all my life. I don't want to wear pants and shirts anymore. I want to wear dresses. I want to be pretty. I'm not vain. I just want to be a feminine woman and express that. And I'm entitled to that. You know, I live one life, and this is the end. I'm 54. You know, I lived to be male from babyhood to age 51. And due to some tragic circumstances that led me on my path to transition, I started to live as a woman from age 51 on, and I will continue to live as a woman, and I will continue on with my transition, and I hope to have surgery eventually. But I'm just doing what I feel I need to do. And there are so many people out there that look at transgender individuals as very, they don't know how to they don't look at them in a favorable way, and they're very judgmental. And I think that it's totally out of line, and it very much upsets me personally, because we are just people, and we just want to be happy, and we have a right to express ourselves the way we feel we should. And nobody should tell us how we should dress, or how we should feel, or how we should look. You know, it's outrageous what we have to go through. And we have to jump through all these hoops just to try to be who we are truthfully in our soul. So I am taking the approach that I don't really care what others think. I'm going to live my life the way I know I should. And I'm happy this way. And I don't care what anybody thinks. I was working in the field of accounting and engineering, and I had to live in a male role, and I am just tired of it. I'm fed up with it. And I was very upset because I've been out of work for a couple of years now. I lost my job when I came out as transgender, and I took another job with the promise that they were going to allow me to transition on the job, and they did. But the owner was an old man who was very, very difficult to work for. He had this high ideal or standard of how he wanted his employees to be, and for some reason he just couldn't accept me. So after 7 months, after being promised that I have a career there by the practice manager, they let me go. And that led me to be in the hospital. And I wound up in the hospital for 2 weeks. I had a breakdown emotionally. And that's when all my gender struggles came about. I started talking about my gender dysphoria, because I was working as a female. So they saw that I had a male name, but I was presenting as a woman. So we obviously had to talk about that. And after being there for 2 weeks, they put me on medication for severe depression. And I was already on medication for my gender dysphoria. Then that's the hormones. I'm on hormone replacement therapy. I take estradiol and spironolactone. And before they could release me from the hospital, they had to make sure that I was in an aftercare plan. So they hooked me up at Beth Israel, where I go, and I see my psychiatrist and my therapist. Now, when I was first going there, I was seeing a different psychiatrist, but she happened to retire. And then I was kind of shuffled between stand-in medical doctors, psychiatrists, until Dr. Amy Swift came into the picture. And then she went out on maternity leave, so then they shuffled me again. So I was seeing another psychiatrist, another woman psychiatrist, and then Now Dr. Amy Swift is back from maternity leave, so I'm seeing her again. And I see Dr. Stephen Schneider, my therapist. And, they're very good. And I'm hoping eventually they'll come around and write my letters. But, I'm sticking to the plan. And I'm doing my hormones, which I know I don't miss. In fact, after I do this video, I'm going to take my hormones and my antidepressants. I wonder, should I do my hormones now so you can actually see? Let me see. I don't think I have anything to drink. No. Maybe this? Yeah, I can maybe. I tried this before actually, but nah, it's too much of a hassle. Actually, the estradiol are little blue pills. I take 3 of them. You're supposed to take them 3 times a day, but I usually just take them all at one time. And the dosage is 2 milligrams, so it's 2 milligrams 3 times a day. So I guess it works out to be 6 milligrams. And then the spironolactone is 100 milligrams, and I take that once a day, but it's actually, it's twice a day. But I take the 2 of them the same time I take the estradiol. So, and that's very important in the transition, and that's what has helped me to be more confident in my feminine presentation, and it has definitely affected the way I look. And also, which helps my look, is my hair. I do go to Mirage in Hicksville, where they do a wonderful job on my hair, and I do highlights, and I'm very satisfied with the girls there, and they take good care of me, and they know I'm a male to female transgender woman, and they're very nice to me. I had some reservations when I first went there, and the very first time I went there, I went with a wig because my hair was kind of short, and the girl there said, "You have such beautiful hair that you really shouldn't need to wear a wig." And when she did my hair, we tried to color it, and it came out nice. She did highlights. It was expensive, but it was nice. And I was very pleased. So I'm trying to stay on a regimen with the hair care. I obviously have to live on a budget, but I do want to have nice hair, and that's vital in how I present also. That helps a lot. And then the highlights really make a difference. And